Did you know that 96% of AI-generated videos featuring people on the internet are produced without their consent? In January 2024, the world's most famous pop star, Taylor Swift, became the target of a digital attack. The X platform took historically rare measures, blocking searches for her name entirely. The crisis was resolved in 24 hours. But what about those whose name isn't Taylor Swift? Today, on some social media platforms, AI-generated photos can still be transformed into sexually explicit material within seconds, using simple commands like, "Put me in a bikini." So, what happens if an ordinary person's photo is transformed without their consent? In this video, we investigate the growing deepfake crisis, the legal loopholes protecting trillion-dollar companies, and how your face is actually being stolen, backed by the documents they don't want you to see. Not long ago, just 5 years ago, creating a convincing video manipulation required million-dollar studios, powerful computers, and dozens of visual effects experts. But in 2022, the world of AI reached a breaking point. When image generation models developed by certain companies were released to the public as open source, it democratized the technology. This was a giant leap for scientific progress. However, no one accounted for the oversight of this power. Although companies place safety filters on their models to block violent or explicit content, because this software can be downloaded to personal computers, bad actors manage to disable these filters in minutes. You no longer need to be an expert to produce banned imagery. So, how do people access this content? Investigations by 404 Media revealed that apps offering illegal services are swarming the world's most secure app stores. Of course, these apps don't introduce themselves as deepfake tools. Entering stores under the mask of face swap fun or art generators, they reveal their true face once the user is inside. Users buy credits to use others' faces without consent. Furthermore, ads for these apps were shown to millions as sponsored content on social media. Platform algorithms failed to detect these ads that violated their own policies. Even if ads are removed upon reporting, by that time, the companies have already pocketed the ad revenue, and developers have harvested the user data. So, we are looking at a massive economy where everyone from the creator to the distributor profits, but the victims' lives are ruined. So, who are the victims? And can the legal system protect them? If you think this issue only concerns celebrities, you are mistaken. In 2023, the Spanish town of Almendralejo was rocked by a terrifying reality. More than 20 girls living in the town discovered that naked photos of themselves were circulating on phones. When families ran to the police, the truth came out. The photos were fake. Innocent social media profile pictures were taken, stripped by AI, and distributed as tools of blackmail. But the real tragedy began when the legal system stepped in. The platforms where these images spread argued that due to user privacy and encryption principles, it was technically difficult to moderate group content. In the digital world, once an image spreads, deleting it completely is nearly impossible. This is known in literature as the Streisand effect. While victims live with the shame of a crime they didn't commit, how do companies escape legal liability? The answer lies across the ocean, in a United States law. The Communications Decency Act, Section 230. This law defines internet platforms not as publishers, but as intermediaries. To use a simple analogy, if someone mails you a threat, you can't sue the mail carrier. They are just the messenger. Social media giants have hidden behind this shield for years. But in the age of AI, this defense is collapsing. Because these platforms are no longer just carriers. Their algorithms decide what you watch, and they profit from it. Fortunately, the legal system is slowly waking up. The EU's AI Act and new bills give companies a clear message. If your algorithm spreads this content, you are an accomplice. We have reached a point where technology is sprinting far faster than the law can catch up. Giants like Google, Meta, and OpenAI pledge to add watermarks to content to increase safety. But experts say this is like trying to empty an ocean with a bucket, because Pandora's box is already open. The Taylor Swift incident was a spark. Companies proved they could update their systems overnight to protect the famous and powerful. But the real question is, when an ordinary citizen, a teacher, or a student faces the same attack, who will press that kill switch for them? Will the future be a world where your face belongs only to you? Or a dystopia where your digital copies are imprisoned on corporate servers? That will be determined by what we demand. We have reached the end of this file, examining the dark side of AI. Don't forget to like and subscribe.